What is our third main topic today?
Our third topic comes to us from Domino 5. I had to do a double take for a second when I saw that Jurassic World Dominion was hitting streaming this week. The movie still made almost $9 million at the box office this past weekend. Why would Universal throw millions of dollars away by putting the movie on streaming now? It doesn't make any sense as far as I can tell. Help me understand, Obi-John-Kenobi.
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, Domino 5. And yeah, okay, love or hate Jurassic World Dominion. I had to do a little bit of a double take myself when I looked at the box office, because I don't know why. In my head canon, I had this thought that, Jurassic World's probably made somewhere around 400, 500. It's closing in on $900 million. It's made well north of $800 million. And I was like, wait a minute, it made that much? Now it's a little lower than some of the previous installments, but with all the divided reaction to it, I don't know. I just had in my head that it was much lower. And this weekend, it made just a hair under $9 million this weekend.
Was that domestic?
Yes. Yeah, it was domestic, just domestic alone. Made almost $9 million this weekend. But on July 15th, a couple of days from now, they are still going to put it out on streaming. In a couple of days. While this thing is still making money in theaters to the tunes of millions of dollars, they're still going to put it out when they originally said they were going to. This comes to us from the folks over at Slash and write the following. If you're one of those people who want to watch the movie again, you won't have to wait much longer for Jurassic World Dominion to arrive at home. Universal Pictures has announced that the film will arrive on digital and on-demand platforms on July 15th. The date for the film's physical media release has not been announced, and neither has a date for the streaming debut, but it will be online and able for on-demand. Here's the thing I don't get. Whatever money you're going to make when you release this thing on video on demand, you will make in 3 weeks. Like a lot of people, there are going to be a bunch of people that go online and rent this.
Sure.
Or even buy it digitally. They would still rent it or buy it in 3 weeks or 2 weeks. But the box office money you are going to throw away now is money you can't recover later. That's like literally millions of dollars, probably in the double digits, that you are sacrificing for this. And I don't, now, look, it could have something to do with the fact that maybe the studio didn't think the movie was going to have this kind of legs. Maybe the licensing agreements were already in stone and maybe they had no choice but to now release it at this date. That all could be the case. Those would all be very, very valid reasons. But even if it is, it does kind of denote a shame that the fact that they are literally going to lose out on millions and millions of dollars as a result of doing this. And I'm quite surprised the movie's still making the money that it is, and maybe Universal is too, and that's fine. But it's unfortunate. Rob, you see the situation. What do you think?
Look, man, we say on the show all the time, I'm a firm believer of theatrical releases add value to films, however much they make. I mean, especially a movie like this, who's to say another 2 or 3 weeks wouldn't put it over the $1 billion mark? And it's still out. The only thing that I can think about, the only thing that makes any sense to me is they've run the numbers based on how much money they're making worldwide. And they think by putting out, because still video on demand and VOD and digital, people still have to pay for it. You know, they still have to rent it or buy it, which is good money. So maybe they've now got to the point where they think that they're going to make the same amount or even more than they would at the box office. Some kind of analysis has led them to say, okay.
But they still would have made that money if they had launched it on demand 2 or 3 weeks from now, right?
Right, yeah, but maybe they think there's some kind of a crossover. I don't presume to know. I don't understand. I'm like, why wouldn't you? $9 million is nothing to shake a stick at.
Just domestic.
I was looking this weekend, Top Gun didn't just break $1 billion. It's at $1.125 billion.
I think it's at 1.18 billion now.
I mean, that's a lot of money. You're clocking millions of dollars a day, and you're going to not, it seems strange to me. I don't presume to understand it. I really don't. Because like you said, John, leave it in the theater for 2 or 3 more weeks. Maybe it'll make $5 million next weekend, $3 million the next. That's domestic.
And then you drop it on video on demand and still make every dollar you would have anyway.
You might be able to pocket another 20 mil worldwide. Why let that go? I don't know.
Amy, you hear about this. What stands out to you?
Yeah, it almost feels like they're, and again, I have no idea what's going on behind closed doors here because it is a strange decision. It almost feels like we're seeing some of the fallout from that, like when everything had to go directly to video on demand, and it was like people aren't going to go back to theaters. Now,
You're probably 100% right.
Clearly they are, but I'm wondering if studios to some degree are kind of panicking and going, let's try to figure out what that sweet spot is. If there are people who are going, I love watching this in my PJs and taking a pee break. Like, if they're really going,
Nothing makes me pee like a good velociraptor.
Well, when you get too scared.
I think you might absolutely be right about that. I think that's a very astute comment to make. They might have had a deal in place already.
Let's just say, like, maybe, like, long before the movie ever came out, maybe this licensing deal was in place. Maybe they didn't think the movie was going to have this kind of legs. I suppose, again, but even if that's the case, and it's legit, it's a shame that they are going to be leaving millions of dollars on the table.
Especially, we just did a story yesterday where we're talking about what's going to make money for the rest of the summer. And this is one of the behemoths of the summer. And there isn't a behemoth like this for the rest. So why not leave it in theaters? Please, I want to know, John, what's the answer?
I have the answer for you guys.
You do?
Oh, thank you, Ray.
I know why.
As in most things in life,
100%.
Ray has the answers.
You know how many OLED TV bundles they're going to sell today on Prime Day?
A lot of them.
People are going to need a movie to watch.
There needs to
on
be
there.
Jurassic.
So they're doing this with Prime Day. I have a feeling everything that comes out today is because of Prime Day.
We had
Common sense,
Samaritan, Jurassic,
The Great
Dominion,
Prime Day conspiracy.
The Great Prime Day conspiracy. It's all connected. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Did you see Jurassic World Dominion? Did you like it? Are you going to be rushing to watch it at home as well? Maybe you never had a chance. What do you think of the fact that they're going to sacrifice millions of dollars of its theatrical run in order to get it out now? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there.
In these tumultuous times, life insurance can offer peace of mind that anyone who relies on you financially, a child, a parent, or even a business partner, will have a financial cushion if something happens to you. Policy Genius is an insurance comparison website that makes it easy to compare quotes from top companies like AIG and Prudential in one place to find your lowest price. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. Just click the link in the description or head to policygenius.com/Campea to get personalized quotes in minutes and find the right policy for your needs. The licensed agents at Policy Genius work for you, not the insurance companies. They're on hand through the entire process to help you understand your options so you can make decisions with confidence. Policy Genius doesn't add on extra fees. Your personal info is private. Policy Genius doesn't sell your details to third parties. Policy Genius has thousands of 5-star reviews across Google and Trustpilot. Policy Genius has options that offer coverage in as little as a week and avoid unnecessary medical exams. Since 2014, Policy Genius has helped over 30 million people shop for insurance and placed over $150 billion in coverage. Head to policygenius.com/Campea to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save.